From the start of round 6, Shell Australian Touring Car Championship for 1996, a Holden racing team, all front row, 2 Shell Fords on the second row. Lowndes has done it again, absolutely bullet start off the pole position, but John Bowe has made an equally brilliant start off the second row, muscling up alongside the HRT Commodore as they fly down toward turn 1. Big pack of V8s screaming down here to Repco corner for the first time. It's Lowndes in the lead, Bowe in second position, Castrol Commodore in third. Look at them shuffle through here. Very, very tight conditions as they try and sort the field out as they come over the rise for the first time.
Well, the starts are an amazing important part of this, and Brock's missed 2 now, and Craig hasn't missed any, so you'd have to wonder whether they've got the same ability to get the cars off the line.
Look at this big attack from Perkins. I think it is up there. So no, it's Ingle, car 8. His teammate, they're side by side as they come through the Shell S's. Bowe's out on the rough stuff. There's someone else in trouble there too. Yep, Mark Poole, the privateer from South Australia. Big flick spin, tries to get the car back onto the track. All sorts of mayhem. Look at Peter Brock getting very, very sideways as they come out onto the main straight for the first time. So the field getting sorted out, and Lowndes absolutely blistering first lap, just sprints away from the pack. And here's the 2 Shell Fords in third and fourth. Thundering down toward Repco corner for the first time, reaching speeds of 260 kilometres an hour before they brake very hard. Big brake lock up from Dick Johnson. Very fast here in qualifying. And there's Glenn Seaton.
Disaster for him in a 20-lapper round Calder. There's not much time to come in. He's putting it away, and that's the right thing.
Dunlop race cam aboard Shell. Number 17, Dick Johnson, hard at work, looking up at his mirrors with Peter Brock breathing right down his neck. Brock goes on the outside. Hard under brakes from 260 kilometres an hour. Back to second gear. Looking for plenty of bite out of these slow corners. Into turn 2.
It's very hard for Brock to go around the outside there, and he's really probably not planning on doing that. What he's trying to do is get up beside Dick and drag him down so Dick will outbrake himself and shoot off the end of the road or spin, because to go around the outside there is a virtually impossible thing. But Brock just wants to keep on reminding him that he's there and he's putting pressure on him and he wants to get by.
Lowndes has opened it up 3.5, 4.1 seconds last time around. He's absolutely streaking the field as he's done previous meetings, over a second a lap, opening up the gap over the rest of the V8 pack.
With Lowndes and Brock off the front row in this race, and Johnson and Bowe off the second row, statistician Nigel Greenway tells me it's the first time 2 teams have occupied the front 2 rows of the grid in the history of the Australian Touring Car Championship.
Sign of how competitive it is amongst the top 4 Holden teams. Dick Johnson, the Shell team, surprisingly quick here. So this is a local Victorian circuit Holden racing team, and Glenn Seaton too test a lot down here. And they're doing a terrific job in the Queensland-based Fords. Up over the hump, out of turn 3, accelerating up to 180, 190 kilometres an hour as they come through the flip-flop. Absolutely flat, bouncing the wheels up on the curbs, building up just under 230 kilometres an hour as they brake hard for the Shell S's.
Craig Lowndes still the only driver into the 56s, 56.20 last lap. All the others in the 57s, from Russell Ingall right down to Wayne Gardner in 7th place.
Well, he's opened it up again, Wilco. 4.9, almost 5 seconds that time around. Lowndes is absolutely bolting away.
And Brock's probably starting to get quite frustrated here. He's definitely got a faster car at the moment, but there's just no way that he can do anything about it. And Bowe looks to be holding these 2 up a little bit as well. They're certainly quite close.
Look at Dick Johnson closing off all the options for Brock. Runs right down the inside, brakes right up to the apex of the corner. Doesn't give Brock any opportunity up the inside. He's got to go the long way around, and that's very tough on this track. Quite narrow through here. High, unforgiving curves. You can see the cars bouncing off them and they get a little bit out of shape. So Johnson under enormous pressure from Peter Brock.
Larry Perkins getting on the tail of this trio now too.
And that'll make it a little bit harder for Brock, because he'll have to have a look in the mirror when he makes an attempt to go around the outside of Dick somewhere. He'll have to be careful that Larry doesn't nip up the inside of him and place him back 1 more spot in the queue.
And look at this man just running away from the pack.
Well, they've called this the new HRT supercar, and that's a super performance so far. They had the wraps on the car literally this week. Don't know why, but they've pulled them off today. And here are the top placings on the Shell race score. Craig Lowndes the leader, from Russell Ingall, John Bowe in 3rd spot, then Dick Johnson, Peter Brock rounding up the 5. This is the battle for 4th and 5th. Dick Johnson, Peter Brock. It continues up front. Craig Lowndes easily leads Russell Ingall. John Bowe in 3rd spot. Then Johnson and Brock in this great battle. Perkins right on their tail. Andy Raymond's got some news for us in the pits.
Yeah, it's not good news, Gary. Glenn Seaton on the warm-up lap. You dropped the cylinder.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it, Andy, but as soon as I left the line to do the warm-up lap, it just dropped onto 7 cylinders. It wasn't really bad early, and it just got progressively worse, so I decided to bring it in now, and we'll change an engine. We'll to put a new fresh engine in, and gives us a bit more time between now and the next race.
We'll see you back out there.
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. And Seaton obviously very despondent, dropping the cylinder there. And hopefully back in action for Heat 2 as he tries to keep his championship hopes alive. But it's pretty important, Brad, when you're trying to chase a championship at this level of competition. Dropping 20 points like that's very expensive.
Very expensive. You need to be as dominant as Craig Lowndes has been through the championship to be able to do that and still get away with being a contender.
We take race cam down the front spoiler of the Castrol Commodore, and you're getting a bird's eye, well, I shouldn't say a worm's eye view of the action right down on track surface.
That's through Repco turn and into the back straight here at Calder. Well, not much of a straight there, but the back section of the course.
This is one of the most fabulous views you'll see of car racing. You can see how hard the suspension's working, how hard the tyres are working, the car's sliding, understeering and oversteering as they pick their way through the circuit. 190 kilometres an hour through the flip-flop there. Perkins on the attack, runs right on the outside. And Johnson working very hard to hold Brock out. Look how close Brocky is now. I think that frustration is getting to him, really putting the pressure on Johnson as they swing back onto the straight once again. Look at Johnson right up on the ripple strips.
Well, this is Brock's opportunity. He hit that curb on the inside, which forced him to go out wide. Now Brock has to keep into it and try to get across. No, Johnson's cut his nose off.
Tremendous.
Very hard when you're that close and you see someone make a mistake. You almost need the, well, you do need the lift. And of course, it allows Johnson to gather up his marbles and continue onward.